Hello you all, welcome back to my channel. If you are returning subscriber, what's good? If you are new, hey boo, I am back with another video. So I got y'all out here in this beautiful lovely nature with me once again, okay? Hopefully y'all have been having a prosperous week so far and y'all having a beautiful lovely morning so far, okay? So we are just gonna hop straight into this video. The sun is beaming, like I'm trying to get this video recorded before it starts getting super hot. Your girl do not like to sweat. Your girl do not like to be super hot. That type of stuff is uncomfortable. So I'm gonna try to get this video out the way. I don't know how long I'm gonna be speaking. This was a video that I wanted to do face to face, okay? So basically, before I even get into this video, these are gonna be signs of witchcraft, okay? These are gonna be signs on how to spot witchcraft, okay? And so before I even get started with this video, because I don't know what it is, like I said before, some people seem to have a fascination with evil, okay? I never understood it. I always thought it was kind of weird how people just, I don't know, just got this, oh, you know, what happened next? Oh, this happened to you? Oh, that happened to you? That's not what's going on in this video. That's not the type of energy. I don't know what it is about people and their fascination with witchcraft and their fascination with evil. You know, them people that just seem to be, I don't know what it is, but it seems like some people just seem to have a fascination with people's misfortunes, like they want to come and hear about it. And any type of energy like that up on my channel, I please, like, rebuke any evil that is sent up on my channel. Rebuke it, okay? But basically, we are just gonna get into the video. Like I said, people, when I first came on my channel talking about the witchcraft thing, I did notice that I got a lot of feedback from it. But the one thing I can say, I really don't understand, like, why do people seem to be fascinated, or it seems like they be intrigued by coming to hear about the misfortunes of others, the trauma of others? Like, I never really understood that. I always thought that was kind of weird. But people that get involved in witchcraft, some of the people just get involved in it because they are very fascinated by it, they are intrigued by it. It's just like that people just be like, oh, that's supernatural, like that's strange, that's weird. Like, people have a fascination with the unknown. They want to know all about it, even if they got to dibble and dabble their feet in it, okay? Just to get some sort of experience with it. And that's just playing around with evil. You don't want to do that, okay? But basically, I kind of want to come talk about ways that you can spot witchcraft, okay? I'm gonna get some personal experiences. And the last video where I talked about, my channel is not gonna be me constantly addressing negativity, okay? Like I said, I rebuke anything that is evil up off of my channel. Somebody came with a little bit of negativity, okay, up under that video, saying, oh, if you knew this person was practicing witchcraft and you knew this person was evil, why would you let them come live with you? And all type of stuff. Like, this is the one thing about people. You give them a little piece of information and they just want to dig deeper and deeper, okay? Obviously, I didn't know this person was involved in any type of evil before I let them come into my home. Duh. So let me just address that first and foremost, okay? And I said that the person set up an altar in my basement and they placed certain items in certain places to where I wouldn't be able to notice it, okay? Don't try to dig for and fish for more information, okay? It is what it is. I said what I said, and that's that. People always want to come with their negativity, always got something negative to say. Oh, why would you let this person come stay with you if they was involved in some type of evil? Anyways, moving right along. The person was practicing evil in my home, okay? And it all started to make sense to me after the person left, okay? They was in my basement practicing witchcraft. And it was a very symbolic meaning to me that they was practicing evil from the certain items that I found. And the basement is where, okay? The basement is the lowest level of the house. The basement is underneath the earth, okay? This was very symbolic to me. Very personal. When I found out what this person was doing in my basement, it hit different for me, okay? And it ain't take nothing but the Lord to open my eyes and kind of paint the full picture of why this person did this and where they did it, okay? This person was basically in hell, okay? This person found the place that was low beneath the earth. The basement, if y'all look at it this way, y'all gonna understand exactly what I'm trying to say. The basement is low beneath the earth, okay? So the fact that this person was doing this in my basement said a lot about what type of person they was and the level of evilness and the lengths they went through to try to do this, okay? This person had been living with me for a while. It wasn't no man that I was in a relationship with or none of that. Okay? I opened my home to this person out of the kindness of my heart, trying to help them. And this is what happened. So when I found all those items, it was very symbolic to me. I took that as a form of witchcraft on a totally different level because of how they did it, how they concealed it, because they did it very secretively, okay? How they did it and where they did it. But yes, that is another way to spot witchcraft, okay? I think that's the highest form of witchcraft, okay? The way people do these things. The reason why I knew that this person had been practicing some form of witchcraft is because I come from a family full of people that do that type of thing, okay? And so it never dawned on me that this person was involved with this type of thing as well, okay? I'm not going to really give too many details. I'm just going to point out the main points of how I was able to see this, okay? The main way to spot witchcraft is a person that some of these people do things very secretively, okay? And this person, people that come to preach about the Lord, this is another way to spot it, okay? Just because a person is picking up their Bible and quote the scriptures and they know the Bible front to back and they know how to speak in tongues and all this and that does not mean that this person couldn't possibly be into witchcraft, okay? Those are the main people that are deceptive, okay? I told y'all previous times on my channel that I've had people that come preach and turn around the same breath 10 to 15 minutes later and speak witchcraft about their mouth and do witchcraft by their actions, okay? You know a person by their actions, not their words. I've always been that type of person to go off of a person's actions, not their words. When a person's actions is not matching up with their words, okay? These are the type of people that will come out and pray a strong testimony and it really feel as though the Lord is speaking through this person. And then they turn right around and flip, okay? Another way that you're going to be able to spot witchcraft is interchanging spirits, okay? People that act a certain way 1 minute and then they turn around and then they act another way, okay? It's almost as if, like I said before, metamorphic kind of spirits. People that start off one way and then slowly but surely they transform into something totally different, okay? Main way to spot witchcraft as well. Interchangeable kind of spirits. I'm just kind of using Thriller as an example, like when Michael Jackson first started off normal and then he told the girl that was taking a walk in the forest and he said, I got something to tell you and I'm not like normal people, okay? And then he started transforming into a wolf, okay? This is how you're going to be able to spot witchcraft with certain people. We are going to talk about interchangeable spirits, okay? This person's spirit has transformed from one way to another, okay? And if you are spiritual, you are going to be able to notice it, okay? I'm going to be talking for a while because I'm trying to get all of it out in this one video. But it was one particular person that I had became acquainted with at one point, and they had invited me to their home, and I noticed that they had a pagan symbol up over their door. Okay, I was just getting to know this person. Another way to spot witchcraft is people that seem to be people that are very pridey. You know how you get around certain people and they just want to be just all up in your space, all up in your business. You don't really know this person from a can of paint, but they just want to be all up in your space and want to know your personal life and everything. Like that type of stuff is. Y'all got to be careful about certain things y'all are divulging to certain people, because a lot of people do not have your best interest. Like they could literally seek you out from the beginning. This person, like I said, they may not know you from a can of paint, but if they see something on you, they have, like I said, they have a pride kind of spirit, a predatory kind of nature about themselves. You know, those people where they look at you and it seems as though they are trying to study you. A lot of people that practice witchcraft and they do things like that, they like to study people. Monitoring spirits, they like to watch people, okay? When you are coming to do certain things like this, like making any type of content and you put it out for the world to see, you have to pray, okay? A lot of times before I start my videos, I pray. I ask the Lord to give me the strength. I ask the Lord to protect me from evil, because when I put certain things out in the world, I already know I may possibly get some sort of negativity. I may encounter some wrong spirits, and I want the Lord to be able to protect me from negative energy, okay? Energy exchanges are real, especially through online. So influence, I really need to be heavy on y'all's prayer life and y'all connection with the Lord when coming to put out certain things to the world, okay? Because you don't know who coming across your video. You don't know what they're going to take, what they're going to do with this video. They may download this video. People have so many different ways of trying to practice witchcraft on you, okay? And this is going to come into my next point of how to spot it, okay? I feel like social media is a breeding ground for a witchcraft spell to happen, because people have certain things online. Even though this person may not have personal items of yours, they may take something from your social media account, like your pictures, your videos, anything, okay? I pray the Lord to protect me all the time, okay? The one thing about witchcraft, before I even get further into this video, you need to, the number one way you are, just like I said, how to defeat witchcraft. You don't need to fear witchcraft, okay? Because like I said before, people that practice witchcraft, they are weak, okay? They feel like this person that they are practicing these spells on have some sort of advantage over them. Like I said, a lot of these people that practice these type of spells, they are envious, jealous kind of people, okay? They always get an evil act for another person, okay? Like I said, when I come make videos like this speaking about witchcraft, it's just some people that is going to come and watch this video and they are not coming with the good intentions. They are coming because they are intrigued by it. They are fascinated with it. They want to hear about the bad things that have happened to people, okay? Everybody is not going to be coming with the good intentions, but I already know the Lord is protecting me, so I don't care who is up on my video with the wrong intentions, okay? The Lord is protecting me. The Lord is on my side. I don't fear no witchcraft. That's why I'm coming to speak about it consistently on my channel. I'm always going to come and speak out against witchcraft, okay? I don't fear it, but I know that it's real, and as long as I got my channel, I'm going to keep constantly, consistently come to talk about it, okay? It's kind of like watching certain TV shows back in the day, fairy tales and things like that. When you see things like this on TV and Disney movies and stuff like that, you don't want to believe that it's real, because we've been taught to believe that certain things are make-believe when it comes to the spiritual realm, the spiritual world. They call this type of thing magic, you know? We don't want to believe that it's real, because we have been programmed as a child to believe that this stuff is not real, but it's real, okay? And that's why people feel as though they can do this type of thing and get away with it, because they know that it's a lot of people that don't really believe in this type of thing, okay? But the one thing I can say I have noticed just from being on YouTube and seeing certain things when it come along with spirituality and evenness and things like that, people just seem to be fascinated with evil, like they get a high off of. I don't know, like I said, it's weird, it's strange. It's just kind of like you sitting up telling this person about something that have happened to you, and you see that person that, what else happened? And what else happened? And it's weird. It's weird. People that practice witchcraft, and then you got to sit back and really think, like, what possesses a person to want to be intrigued by this type of thing? Like, why do you want to hear about the misfortunes of other people? Why do you want to hear about negative things and evil things that have happened to other people? Like, do you take pleasure out of seeing people in pain? Because witchcraft is evil. When people practice it on you, it causes you to have misfortunes in your life, okay? When people speak evil up over you and they have an evil after you, they're hoping that nothing good goes for you in your life. And some people take pleasure out of seeing people in their misfortunes, and they be trying to come with this inquisitive, oh, what else happened type of energy. And it's people out here suffering from witchcraft. This thing has taken a negative effect on their life. Just think about the people that don't have a belief in the Lord and they are faced up with evil. That's why so many people out here going crazy and losing their minds. They don't know what to do being faced up with certain things like that. They don't know to go pray to the Lord. They don't know to ask the Lord to rebuke evil from their life, okay? They don't know how to go to the Bible and read certain scriptures and speak out against witchcraft. Scriptures that a form of spiritual protection over their life, okay? Scriptures have strong meanings to them. Scriptures are powerful, okay? That's why I always come and tell y'all. I come and put out as many videos as I can, and I can tell y'all to go believe in the Lord, and I can tell y'all to go read y'all Bible, and I can tell y'all to have a strong relationship with Him. But at the end of the day, it's going to be up to y'all to decide what y'all want to do, okay? I can't connect you with the Lord. At the end of the day, it's up to you. You and the Lord got to have that one-on-one connection, okay? In order for Him to step into your life and speak favor over your life and break these spells of witchcraft up off your life, you can sit up and listen to as much guidance as you can. But at the end of the day, baby, it's going to be up to you and the Lord to have that one-on-one, okay? And I'm always giving praises and glory to God, okay? He gets all the praise. He gets all the acknowledgement. I'm just a messenger, and I'll keep coming to say that consistently. I am just the messenger. That's it, and that's all. I'm not placing myself as higher than Him or none of that type of stuff. So please, form your relationship with the Lord on your own. Take as much guidance as you can, but form that personal relationship with the Lord Himself, okay? By yourself. And that's another way people like to come practice witchcraft. These prophetic messages, these fake prophets, and all this type of stuff. Y'all are falling up under the form of witchcraft. When a person comes to speak the Lord's name and then speak evil at the same time, that's witchcraft. The one thing I can say I've been noticing a lot lately with this whole prophetic messages and things like that, if you really pay attention, I have seen this so many times, and I think it's evil. It's very deceptive. It's very subliminal. It's very hidden if you don't pay close attention. Most of these prophetic messages, if you read the title, it sounds like something a tarot reader would say, okay? People are twisting and forming their tarot readings into prophetic messages. And I know I'm not the only person to see this. People are using tarot work in their prophetic messages, trying to make you believe that this was something that came from the Lord, when really, they're practicing tarot work behind the scenes. You're just sprinkling the Lord name in there, here and there. I'm laughing my wig today, y'all. Like, I didn't secure it. I didn't put no glue down or nothing. Like, I knew I was going to be out here walking and sweating and all type of stuff. I see some people out here walking. Yeah, I may see some people walking in the background, like bad dog park. And this is another thing. I have a fear of dogs, okay? I've had a fear of dogs since I was a child. And that's another reason why I feel like the Lord got his strength and protection over me, is because he came to set me in a place. The best way to overcome your fears is to go towards it, okay? I've always developed that mindset. The best way to overcome your fear is to go towards it. Okay, go towards it full throttle. You can face any fear when it comes to the Lord Jesus, okay? I always had a fear of dogs coming up, but I keep getting drawn to this dog park for some strange reason. And there's people walking out with their dogs that's loose. They don't got no leash on it or nothing. But I got the spirit of Jesus on my side right now. I don't fear anything. That just brought me to my next point of witchcraft, okay? Spiritual attacks, basically. I had a dream the other night that, and I kid you not, y'all, I can't make none of this stuff up. I'm not usually one to come share every single dream that I have with y'all, but I feel like this is a strong part of this video that I want to put this in here. I had a dream a few nights ago that I was being chased by a dog, okay? A brown Rottweiler. I was walking somewhere and I turned around and I seen the dog. And it was so strange because the gate, you know how when people have dogs, their gate got to be hiding up so the dog can't jump over. The gate was literally like shorter than the dog. The dog was standing up on his hind legs, looking over the gate at me. And the minute he saw me, he hopped over that gate so quickly, started charging towards me. And I was so terrified in the dream. And I knew it wasn't nothing but a spiritual attack, okay? But as I started running, I noticed that as the dog started getting closer towards me, I started levitating into the sky. I started floating all the way out to the sky. And I'm just like, man, I woke up out of that dream so quick. I knew that wasn't nothing but a spiritual attack, okay? I took that dream as, it don't matter how many spiritual attacks you come up against, I will always protect you, okay? I seen that dog chasing me in that dream was symbolic as evil spirits chasing after you. You know, once you become closer with the Lord, it's always going to be some form of spiritual attacks chasing after you. And that dog symbolized that in that dream. It was a big, huge brown Rottweiler, y'all. Like a light brown Rottweiler chasing me. That dream was so scary, y'all. Like, I think I had seen somebody mention before that if you ever have a dream about dogs chasing you, that means something's wrong. And I had never ever had a dream about a dog chasing me before, but the other night I definitely had a dream. I woke up and rebuked that dream in the name of Jesus Christ, and I prayed a small prayer, and I went back to sleep, and I was able to rest well, okay? Whenever you come up with some form of spiritual attack in your dream, the best thing you can do is wake up and pray against it. Wake up and read a few Bible verses. Ask the Lord to protect you and ask him to help you sleep peacefully. And I kid you not, you are going to go back to sleep and you are going to be able to rest well, okay? You ever had those instances where you have a combination of bad dreams, one after another, after another, after another, after another? That is a spiritual attack, okay? That's another form of witchcraft, okay? But yeah, how to spot witchcraft. I'm gonna bring up another instance that I had spotted. This was not technically witchcraft. This was something totally different, okay? So y'all know that there's different types of evil practices, right? So voodoo is another form of witchcraft as well, and Africans practice this a lot, okay? This was another way I was able to spot being spiritually attacked by a person. This was one of many spiritual attacks where I was able to witness it right on me. Like the person literally practiced this right on me. Be careful with who you encounter. This type of stuff, I could not believe this person did this. Like, this was somebody that I had been knowing for a while, somebody that I had did business with before, and they had done something that was completely evil and out of character for them. And the Lord showed me what they did, okay? Me and this person had a transaction. This had something to do with money, okay? This person did something that was very deceptive, and I was able to notice it right away, okay? This person was African. This person was accompanied by some other people when I had this encounter with them. They had done something that was kind of shysty, and I was able to pick up on it right away. And I noticed the energy the minute I picked up on it, because I'm sweaty. I swear to y'all, it was like the Lord had told me, this person is not who you think they are. Okay. And right in that moment, when that spirit was revealed to me, now this person, it's so many bugs out here. Yeah, I gotta hurry up and get back home. Now this person, after we had this transaction, it was nothing but negativity after the fact. I had never seen this person do this before, and the Lord revealed their spirit to me and showed me who they really was. I was mind blown. I was completely mind blown bad. But I already knew that I was protected by God, so it wasn't nothing that I really feared, but I was just taken back by their behavior. What they did was so crazy, yeah. They got to talking. Remember, I told y'all they was with some other people during this business transaction. Sorry for y'all pausing this video, but I wanted to insert this because I had a brain fog during this morning, but it just came back to me now that I'm editing this video. But the reason why I'm bringing up the people that was with them, it was basically a situation to where I was outnumbered, okay? And so that represented how spiritual attack is. A lot of times when you are faced up against a spiritual attack, you are going to be outnumbered. And if you have Holy Spirit protecting you, you are going to be okay. And there's nothing that you need to be fearful of. But I just wanted to put that point in there. Once they noticed that their agenda wasn't working, once they noticed that I seen through what they did, they immediately got angry. They got angry. They got to speaking in their native language. They were speaking all types of evilness over me. I felt it. I felt it. I felt the negative energy in my body and everything. I knew exactly what was happening. This person was speaking voodoo over me. And it was so crazy because the person that it was a person that was with them. I'm telling y'all that I can't make none of this stuff up. I can't make none of this stuff up. Okay. I feel like things be happening to me because the Lord want me to come speak about it. I be having so many things happen to me, and I just be thinking like, dang, like why me? Why am I always being targeted with some sort of evilness? I'm always going through some sort of spiritual attacks. If it's from one person, it's from multiple people. Yeah, like so many times I have witnessed this. But like I said, this person was speaking so much evilness, and it was another person that was with them. I will never forget this. See, people think that when they talking in a different language, you don't understand what they're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're doing. She cursed me so bad in her native language. She got to talking to the other two people, speaks in all type of negativity. I could tell that she was upset and angry by the tone in her voice, that her body language, her facial expressions, all that type of stuff. It was like she transformed into a demon, y'all. It was so crazy because the entire time I had been doing business with her, she was completely fine. The Lord will always reveal people to you. The Lord will always reveal people to you. Little by little, people give you signs, and I'm so glad that he showed me this about her. But back to this person that was with them. They had a shirt on, y'all. The shirt said, God is my one and only. The shirt was black, like this. And it had white letters on it, and it said, God is my one and only. It was in white wording, and it had gold around it. During this business transaction, we had went to this place. And the Lord was revealing evilness around me the entire time I was with them. Okay? They was upset that this certain thing wasn't working in their favor. Okay? The Lord will reveal to you when people are trying to con you and get over on you too. Okay? And I was able to witness this right in this moment. Okay, I had to pause the video to put this in here again. So when I'm saying they, I'm mainly talking about her, but it was more than one person that was around during this transaction. That's why I keep on saying they, okay? But they knew what she was doing, so I was outnumbered, okay? It was 3 of them, and it was 1 of me, okay? So I'm gonna just let y'all do the math and figure out what I mean by they, okay? But basically, I wanted to put this part in here because while I was in this place with this person, the man I told y'all about with the shirt, I had noticed it, even though I didn't notice it at first, but then when I had to take a clear look at him, I noticed what was on his shirt. And so I got to question him about it and talking about it. And we just got to chopping it up, having a little normal, regular conversation and talking about God. I was like, oh yeah, you believe in God? He was like, yes, very strongly. He was talking in his African accent, but I understood what he was saying. And we just got to conversating and talking and all this and that. And I noticed that this evil spirit, this spirit was heavy. This spirit was working overtime, okay, through this person. The entire time we was talking about God, I noticed that this person was kind of like ignoring both of us, you know, just basically trying to dodge the whole conversation when I was talking about God, because it was just almost as if the Lord, I don't know what it was, y'all. It was just so weird. It was just like the Lord was like, okay, look at this person. The situation and the environment was, it was so much negativity that it was awkward. Like, it got to a point to where it was an awkward silence. Okay, I was just taking in everything that was going on. I was just being extremely observant, so that's why I wasn't really saying much. But I noticed the God on his shirt through the reflection. Okay, so basically we was in the store. Okay, I noticed the God on his shirt through the reflection in a glass. Okay, I didn't notice it at first, but for some strange reason, I don't know, I feel like God wanted me to see that. But that's how we struck up a conversation about God. But it was just so much stuff going on during this time. Like, it was so crazy how this evil spirit was working through this person. And I didn't even notice until after the fact that it seemed as though the more we were standing there talking about God, they got angrier and angrier and angrier. Like, it was something out of this world. Like, y'all had to be there to see it. Their spirit was being revealed to me moment by moment by moment by moment by moment. Okay, it was people up in this place. They had so much of a nasty negative attitude towards everybody in this place. It was like that demon jumped up out of that person so quick. And I could not believe my ass. I could not believe it. I still kept my composure, still stayed sane. I seen what they was doing. And it was almost as if they was getting angrier and angrier and angrier. After the whole ordeal was done, we was all in the car together, okay? And the entire time I was in this car with them, this person was speaking some sort of spell up over me. I kid you not, y'all. I could not make this up. The entire time they were speaking, I felt a sharp pain in my body. Swear to God, no lie. I cannot make this up. I felt a sharp pain in my body, in my stomach area. I was completely fine before I went to go do this business transaction with this person. And when they got to speaking up out of their mouth to these people that they was with, I was feeling all type of pain and weird sensations in my body. And I knew this person was speaking voodoo spelled up over me. Cannot make this up. Cannot make this up. The person, he had the shirt on that said, God is my one and only. I could tell that whatever she was trying to speak up over me, he was speaking against it. It was almost as if he was trying to protect me from this voodoo, okay? Because like I said, they were speaking in their language. They weren't even speaking English. And I felt like it was disrespectful because the entire time we had our business relationship, she spoke English to me. But the minute I started to see her for who she really was, you know when people's talking crap about you in their language. Y'all know. See, people be thinking that you slow, okay? People be thinking that because you don't understand their foreign language, because your English is your first language and you don't know no other type of language, that you don't understand what they saying, okay? You don't understand energy. You don't understand spirit, okay? I don't have to understand the word just coming out of your mouth, but I understand that spirit that's within you. I know that you're speaking evil up over me right now. I know that's what you're doing. And the Lord is showing me. The Lord is showing me. And you think that you getting away with some stuff because you're speaking in your native language, okay? She went from speaking English to speaking African, speaking all types of spells of voodoo up over me. And when I started feeling that pain in my body, I was saying to myself, I'm like, Lord, please protect me. Lord, please protect me. Break this spell up off of me. Break this spell up off of me. The person with the God shirt on, that person was trying to protect me from her. That person was trying to protect me from that evil. He knew what she was trying to do. He knew. It was so crazy, y'all. And then after the whole ordeal, this person tried to reach out and try to touch my hair. After speaking evil up over me, they really honestly thought that I wasn't going to be able to catch on to what they was doing. And I picked up on it in spirit right away. I knew it was voodoo. Spoke against it so strong. I didn't have to open my mouth to say anything to God. I spoke it in my man. I said, Lord, please break this spell of voodoo witchcraft up off of me. I had so much pain in my body during this transaction with this person. And I knew I was encountering some sort of voodoo, black magic, whatever type of thing that they practice. I knew I was encountering it right in that moment because that pain came from out of nowhere. Okay? If you have ever dealt with something like this, you know how it is. You know that you are in the presence of negative energy when you start feeling certain sensations in your body, you know? I felt all of that. I felt all of that negative energy. I felt all of them spells. The stronger this person tried to speak up over me, the Lord was protecting me that entire time, removing whatever she was trying to put up on me. Removed it up off of me right away. So yes, y'all ladies, if you going to get y'all nails done, y'all be wondering why them women be sitting down speaking in their native language and it seems like they talking crap about you. They talking crap about you. They speaking negativity over you. Okay? Can't wait to let them people about y'all like this. It was a couple. It was a couple bit walked down with their dog. The dog went on the leash and he looked like he's about to charge over here towards me. I had to stop for a minute. But yeah, back to it though. Yeah, that lady speaking spells up over me. That lady was speaking spells up over me. After the whole ordeal, I confronted her. I was very professional. I was very calm. Whenever you're facing up with some sort of witchcraft or voodoo type of spell, you stay calm. You stay calm. Do not let this spirit witness you being in fear. Do not give this spirit your power. You are relinquishing your power over to this person if you show any forms of fear. I showed no forms of fear because I already knew that the Lord was protecting me the entire time. Do not give witchcraft or voodoo your power. Do not be the type of person, because like I said, it's people out here that's intrigued by this type of thing. They fascinated by it. Do not fear witchcraft, okay? I know it seems like it's something out of the world, something unnatural, but this is something that you should not fear, okay? Because a lot of people that are intrigued by witchcraft, they're afraid of it, okay? This is not anything that you need to be afraid of. When you got spirit of the Lord protecting you, you do not fear anything. You don't fear nothing and you don't fear no one. When you got the Lord Savior on your side, you don't fear nothing and nobody. You don't fear no witchcraft spell. You don't fear no voodoo spell. The Lord is going to break every spell. The Lord is going to break every chain of evilness and witchcraft and voodoo that is formed up against you. The Lord is going to remove it and break it right in that moment. You just keep your strong faith and your belief and your strength in Him. Do not fear these people practicing these type of spells, speaking certain things up of your life, monitoring your life, even influencers that put certain things out here. You got people coming with the wrong intentions on your channel. They are coming with the monitoring evil voodoo witchcraft kind of spell, trying to place that up over your life, hoping that nothing go good for you. Some of these people may know you and some of these people may not even know you, but if it seems like you got the favor of the Lord up over your life, they're going to come for you. They're going to come from you through spirit, okay? Break every chain. The Lord said break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain. He's going to break every chain of bondage, every chain of witchcraft, every chain of voodoo, every chain of misfortune, every chain of negative energy that was sent to destroy you. He's going to break that up off you. As long as you continue to have strong faith and belief in Him, no witchcraft spell will work. No voodoo spell will work. None of it. The type of evil these people try to inflict on your body and on your life, the Lord is going to break it up off of you right in that moment. And that's how you are going to know that He is real. That is how you are going to know that you are being protected by Him. He's going to show up and show out for you when you have a belief in Him. The Lord is going to show up and show out for you when you have a belief in Him. And that's what people do not understand. The Lord is going to show up and show out for you every single time misfortune in your life. The Lord is going to show up and show out for you. All these people that wish bad on you, spoke evil on you, tried to tear you down with words of gossip, witchcraft spells, voodoo spells, all types of evilness, not want to see you prosper, justice of the favor on your life from the Lord. They don't want you to have that strength and that power. They don't want you to have the longevity and the voice and the vocal cords to come speak out against voodoo and witchcraft. In the name of Jesus Christ, I rebuke evil. Evil. I rebuke it. Anybody that's faced up on any form of witchcraft, evil, voodoo spells on my channel, I ask the Lord to release it. Break it up off of their life. Anybody that spoke any evilness on you, the Lord is protecting you, whether you want to believe it or not. That's why I'm always coming to tell y'all, form your own relationship with the Lord Himself. Stop going to other people for y'all confirmation and y'all answer. Y'all need to experience the Lord for yourself. Y'all need to be the one to know that He is real. Y'all need to experience the Lord for yourself. Okay? Everybody's path is different. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's favor on their life is different. Okay? The Lord wants you to have close relationship with Him. He don't want you to have faith in man and not Him. He wants you to be able to seek Him all the time. All the time. And I came out here, brain fog, didn't even know how I was going to be able to start this message the day before. I had the words right in my head, what I was going to speak about in this video, and the Lord came and placed the words on my spirit. I thank Him so much for giving me the creativity to be able to do this, to speak out against it. To speak out against it. And then people be having envious, jealous spirits, and they be casting that energy onto you. They be envious of your life, whatever you got going on. They will cast that witchcraft spell of evil upon you in the hopes that nothing prosper for you. I don't be understanding how people come on here. You got people that will literally come on here and brag. Y'all know I have came on my channel several times talking about jealousy and envy and have experienced it in so many different forms from so many different people. Not once have I ever came on here to brag about jealousy and envy. Some people get a high and they get a pleasure out of seeing people hating on them. I never understood that. I never understood that. Negative energy, witchcraft, all that type of stuff is nothing to play with. When somebody has an evil out in your life, you need to be careful. You need to be strong with the Lord and strong on your prayer. This stuff is nothing to play with. It's nothing to fear, but it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to take lightly. Witchcraft and voodoo is nothing to take lightly. You need to strengthen the arm of Jesus on your side. He is going to give you strength and willpower that is unmatched with any physical abilities. You need to be controlled by spirit when facing up against evil. I had to come talk about this. I'm sitting here hoping that the Lord placed more things on my heart to be able to tell y'all. I don't care if I got to be sitting here for hours. I'm going to get this message out because I don't want y'all welcoming witchcraft into y'all life. Some people are welcoming evilness and witchcraft into their life unknowingly, not knowing that this is what they are doing. Picking up dangerous chemicals and not reading the warning label. Spirituality is nothing to play with. This ain't no gimmick. This ain't no show. This ain't no act. Spirituality is real. When you understand spirit better, you are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You are going to know that you need the Lord at the end of the day. You need nobody but the Lord. Stop trying to take the shortcut. Shortcut ain't going to lead you nowhere. Okay? Anytime you ever took a shortcut, it has never led you to your destiny. The Lord knows that you keep trying to take the shortcut. The Lord knows that you keep on trying to go to everybody else for his answers instead of coming to him. The Lord knows that. Ain't no perfect way you got to pray to the Lord. Okay? Go study the Lord's Prayer. Pray before you wake up in the morning. Pray before you go to bed. Pray in the middle of the day. Pray whenever you feel a strong, heavy sense of negative energy and you're not sure where it's coming from, you just feel it. You pray that spirit up off of you. Okay? Get rid of the spirit of unproductivity. Okay? The dangers of witchcraft video where I talked about evilness dwells in filth. Some of y'all have a spirit of depression. Okay? Sitting around being lazy. Letting life pass you back. Okay? Letting the four walls of your home close in on you. You don't even got the strength of the willpower to get up in the morning and get yourself together. You're sitting around in filth. You're sitting around in your laziness. Sloth is a sin. Unproductivity is a sin. You need to ask the Lord to break that up off of you. Okay? Ask him to grant you the strength and willpower of productivity. That's why I always advocate for y'all to start your own channel. Okay? Some of y'all out here got some strong, powerful messages. Some people's channels, some of y'all got more strong, powerful messages than these people out here with these huge channels. And I swear to you, I can't even lie. Some of y'all with these smaller channels have more strong, powerful messages than these people with these huge channels. Stop letting these people disencourage you from growing your channel. Keep steady putting out videos. Do not let the devil silence you. Some of these people are telling you to be quiet because they don't want you to bypass them. They already know the strength and the favor that the Lord got above your life. They already know that your messages are powerful. They don't want you to bypass them. And I'm not talking about no number count either. They don't want your voice to be heard. They want you to be silenced. These people have a competitive, jealous, envious kind of spirit. They don't want to see you prosper and grow. Your message is more powerful. Your reach is more powerful. You need your voice to be heard. You need to stop letting the devil silence you. The enemy is going to send all messages of confusion to so many different people. If the Lord gave you a voice to speak, you need to speak. Open your mouth. Nobody else can do it for you but you. If you didn't already started a channel, you should be persistent on your channel. If you got to upload something every day, I don't care if it's got to be for 9 or 10 minutes. If you got to upload a video every day to be productive, do that. Stop listening to these people telling you you need to shut your mouth. You need to be quiet. Don't nobody know your path but you. Don't nobody know what direction the Lord is taking with your life but you. Don't listen to these people. Do not listen to these people. These people have a jealous, competitive spirit. They don't like to see you come on camera and put out certain videos. It make them feel some type of way. This person may have 50,000 plus subscribers, and they on your little small channel, listening to your videos. Then they gonna come try to make a subliminal message video towards you to try to discourage you from uploading videos because they don't like how the Lord coming in your life. They don't like how the Lord coming and moving and working in your life. They don't like that. They don't want to see that up on their timeline. They don't want to see that through their algorithm. Why did the Lord place your little small channel in their path? They know they ain't up on YouTube with the right intention. They know they coming to sow messages of confusion. They know exactly what they doing. They know they trying to lead a boatload of the multitudes into darkness. They know exactly what they doing. Speaking witchcraft spells up over your life through prophetic messages, telling you that you need to silence, be quiet. The Lord said, be quiet. The Lord said, shut up. That ain't nothing but the enemy using this person. Nothing but the enemy using this person to silence your voice. You tell that devil, you be quiet, you be silent. And let y'all see nature for a little bit. You let them people know. I'm gonna keep speaking as long as I got the longevity. I'm gonna keep talking as long as the Lord give me the vocal cords. I'm gonna keep talking as long as the Lord give me the willpower. I'm not going to silence my voice for you. People don't want to see you prospering. These people don't even know you from a can of paint. Don't know you from nowhere. But jealous of the favor that the Lord has over your life. Jealous want you to shut your mouth. You tell that devil you shut your mouth and you be quiet. I'm gonna come do what the Lord told me to do. You can feel however you want to feel about me. As long as I got the power and the longevity and the vocal cords to speak, I will be speaking. Okay? Focus on yourself and do you. That's another thing with people. They too busy focused on other people and what they doing and not focus on themselves. Not focus on their purpose and plans. Too busy trying to compete with other people. These people don't even know you. Why is you competing with people and jealous of people? You don't even know these people. That type of stuff is weird. I never understood that. That type of stuff is so weird. People can literally not know you and be jealous and envious of you. Will sit up and watch your video every single time. Watch the entire video and find the time to put negativity up on your channel. Nothing but the enemy using this person. Nothing but the devil trying to silence you and stop you from your purpose of what the Lord sent you to do. I rebuke any evil spirit that is sent up on my channel. I rebuke any evil that is sent my way and anybody else on my channel. I rebuke evil. It ain't nothing but positivity up over here on this channel. So if you're coming with the wrong energy, you can leave. Anybody that's bringing negative energy into your life from any form, they can be dismissed. You are dismissed, says the Lord. You are dismissed. The Lord says that you are dismissed, honey. Go take that energy elsewhere. This ain't no weak one up over here. This ain't no weak one. They be thinking that you weak. They be thinking that you gonna fold. They be thinking that you gonna be quiet and shut your mouth so they can be able to keep deceiving people and won't get the attention and shine up on themselves. They don't want you to have no shine. People be having way more than you and sitting back envious. Envious. Why you worried about what the Lord is doing in my life? Why you ain't worried about yourself? Why you ain't trying to seek the Lord in your life? Why? Because you're being used by envy. That's why. That's why you have a competitive, envious spirit. That's why you keep trying to speak witchcraft spells up over other people, because you don't want to see them prosper. That's why you're so intrigued by the misfortune of others. That's why you are so fascinated with witchcraft. You want to see it. You want to hear about it. You get some sort of pleasure. You get some sort of orgasm by the ears by hearing about people's downfall. It make you feel good about yourself because you are an evil person. You are an evil person. And I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. Anybody that's on my channel with the wrong intentions, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. You are to be dismissed off of my channel right now. You can keep coming up against me with the evils, but the Lord is always going to show up and show out for me. People be fighting against you and don't even know what they fighting up against. Fighting up against the Lord. You fight up against the Lord whenever you're trying to come against me. That's what you need to tell these spirits. You are fighting up against the Lord when you come up against me. So you better be ready whenever you try to come for me. You better be ready. Whenever you try to think that you're gonna break me, you better be ready for what the Lord has for you. When my mother was alive, I seen my mother fight up against so much witchcraft, y'all. So much witchcraft. I was able to witness that at a young age. Good morning. I thank the Lord for placing himself in my life at the age that he did. I thank the Lord. Oh my God. I wake up every morning thanking the Lord for placing himself in my life early. He let me see everything early. I'm so thankful of that. I'm so thankful that he used so many people to show me how real he is. And I seen them witchcraft spells up over my mother. My mother would always fight up against this demon every single time. She would always say, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. Get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee behind me, Satan. Every single time this evil spirit would try to come up against the Lord, every time these people tried to place these witchcraft spells on my mother, and I was able to witness it. Watching my mother fight up against witchcraft was me watching the devil fight up against the Lord. I swear to God, I can't come back to y'all about nothing. I was able to witness this at a young age. And that's how I knew how powerful the Lord was. And that's how I knew how powerful the devil was. Fighting up against each other. The Lord will always protect you against evil. He'll let you be a witness of it with other people. Whether it be against you or whether you see it with other people, he's going to give you a bird's eye view on good and evil. And he's going to let you pick and choose which direction you want to go in. Are you going to be with me or are you going to be with the devil? My mother always said, Satan, get thee behind me. In the name of Jesus Christ, Satan, get thee behind me. Every time my mother would speak out against this demon, every time this demon would say to her, well, where's your God now? Where's your Lord now? Where's your God now? And why don't you just go call on God? Nothing but the devil using this person. I was able to see it in full form. See it in the physical and the spiritual. I was able to see it. I knew it wasn't nothing but the devil fighting up against my mother. My entire life. My entire life I seen my mother for the time that she was living. I lost my mother at the age of 20. All them times I had been around my mother, well, I always seen some form of witchcraft against her. Always people trying to come and break my mother's spirit. My mother had the strength and the willpower of Jesus all her life. I seen her be weakened by the devil so many times. I was able to witness it. I learned so many lessons from my mother. Every time the Lord would try to speak out against me. Every time my mother tried to draw closer to the Lord, this devil would come for her so heavy and strong. This demon had been a part of my mother's life for an extremely long time. Every time. It wasn't none but bickering and arguing. None but the Lord fighting up against the devil. And every single time, I will never forget, in the most demonic kind of voice, this person would say, well, where's your God now? And where's your Lord now? Why don't you just go call on God? Then my mother would always say, you gonna see what my God gonna do. You gonna see what my God gonna do. And when she said my God, she was talking about the man above, baby. Okay? Nothing but the Lord Jesus Christ. You gonna see what my God gonna do. And I'm just a messenger. Okay? So do not let the devil block your blessings. Okay? A lot of y'all letting the devil block your blessings. And that was the morning message for this morning. I had the longevity to come speak today against this witchcraft. I don't care if I got to come on here every single video and speak against witchcraft. When I feel any form of evil, I am going to speak out against it and praise the Lord. You ain't gonna win up over here, baby. Coming for the wrong one. So hopefully I was able to come take something from you. Hopefully it helped you in some way. And you're able to spot witchcraft in your life. And you rebuke it in the name of Jesus Christ. You speak out against it, okay? Keep continuing to strengthen your relationship with the Lord himself. Keep continuing to protect y'all soul and spirit. And I will talk to y'all in the next video.